Welcome to Turning Point, the show where we analyze pro-level team fights. Let's set the stage. Purple Team's Malphite has engaged Blue Team's Amumu at the Red Lizard camp. For Purple Team, Caitlyn and Nunu are coming in to assist from bottom lane. Up until this point, they've been doing slightly better than their opponents in their lane. Veigar is entering the fight from mid lane and will loop around the back wall of the Lizard camp. He has been controlling mid lane against Rumble. For Blue Team, Blitzcrank and Ezreal are coming in from the bottom lane. Caitlyn and Nunu just pushed the wave up to the tower, so their tower is definitely going to take some damage. Because there was no ward at the jungle entrance, Blue Team had less warning on Malphite's entrance and is reacting slower. Practically speaking, they'll get there just as fast since it's closer to them, but Blitzcrank and Ezreal are going to be split off by terrain. Rumble is coming in from mid lane. Though he's been bullied in lane, he still packs a punch. We're about 10 minutes in. Purple Team has one more kill than Blue, as well as a very slight gold lead. This game has not been decided. Caitlyn and Nunu are getting into the fight very quickly thanks to Nunu's Blood Boil, already getting damage on Amumu. Just as they reach the bush, Rumble drops a fantastic ultimate, causing them to back off. This is when Blitzcrank pulls off a perfect grab on Caitlyn. The neat thing about this grab is Caitlyn isn't in Blue Team's vision anymore. Blitzcrank correctly led his hook despite this. The fact that he's pulled the carry is devastating, and it's exactly what makes him so dangerous in matches. One quick thing to mention, unrelated to the play, Blitzcrank moved behind the double golems to fire his hook. If you need to move behind a monster pack, you can issue a move command that cannot misclick a minion or monster by holding down the Target Only Champions button. By default, this is the tilde key to the left of the 1 key. Let's look at Ezreal, who has started casting his True Shot Barrage ultimate. This is wonderfully lined up in such a way that it should hit all 4 opponents, keeping in mind that Veigar is coming through this alley as well. Unfortunately, both Nunu and Malphite turn around at the last moment, completely dodging Ezreal's ultimate. Taking out Caitlyn, the fight is now 4-on-3, but Ezreal and Blitzcrank are still cut off by terrain. As Malphite and Nunu once again backed off, Ezreal moved in to blink over the wall to pursue his opponents. Unfortunately, at the same moment he makes it over, Malphite has just begun casting his Unstoppable Force ultimate. On top of this, Veigar has Dark Matter landing right next to Ezreal's new location. Blitzcrank is no longer part of this engagement. He has moved to the Tri-Brush in order to prevent escape from that direction, but will not get back to the actual teamfight in time. Ezreal is absolutely devastated, losing half of his health instantly. He is now alone in the middle of 3 of them and misses his Mystic Shot. On top of all this, Nunu begins channeling his ultimate. Ezreal flashes away in an attempt to escape. Put very bluntly, this was not the direction he should have flashed. He needed to go back over the same wall that he arrived from. While Veigar still has his own flash available and may have pursued, it could have allowed Rumble to pick up a kill on both Malphite and Nunu. Because of the slows on Ezreal, Veigar easily catches up to him and finishes him off. Rumble has moved off to take out Malphite, but with the combination of Veigar and Nunu, he simply will not have an opportunity to get out of this alive. At this point, Purple Team moves on to take an uncontested middle tower. I titled this episode Bad Luck Ezreal because of a couple unfortunate events. If his ult had landed and he hadn't arcane shifted where he did, the fight would not have gone the way that it did. But it's worth noting that luck wasn't involved at all, and it rarely is in situations like this. Even at a pro level, players simply are not able to perfectly predict what's going to happen, and that's what makes games like these so interesting to watch. Though there are a number of close team fights, Purple Team keeps getting further and further ahead. At one critical moment, Purple Team entirely ignores Blue Team taking Baron, instead taking out 2 towers and an inhibitor. Shortly after this, the Purple Team is able to secure the game. Thanks for watching this episode of Turning Point. Let me know how you would have played this differently in the comments below.